Hello again, just after my abrupt ending, running out of space last time. This is a continuation of my French and Indian Wars collection. You've got the British 80th Regiment Light Infantry here, who are in their fairly unusual brown uniforms. An early attempt to concealed troops. They look quite modern actually, really hard to believe they're dating from 1750s, but yeah, they experimented with essentially a camouflage uniform. Over here I have some Courrier de Bois, I believe. I don't know if I've probably massacred that French, but the French, I think, military and naval soldiers. And over the back you've got Huron, allies to the French. Had a bit of fun with those, kind of anything goes, you know, colour. And I think that's the infamous Magua from I think it was Magua from the Last of the Mohicans, who was thoroughly evil from start to finish in the film. And over the back here we have Montcalm, French general, and Montcalm actually dismounted also. Well, I have him as just a general officer, but came out quite well. I was reasonably pleased by my standards. Again, I don't claim any great skill, but I was quite happy with how the horse came out. It's always a weak point of mine, horse flesh. And then we have the Regiment Roussillon, the French Line Regiment, all in white, as was the French manner at that time. Again, this was my first effort at French and Indian War. The first regiment I did, I used the flags that came with the kit on the printed paper. That's before I started using Maverick Models fabric flags, which I much prefer. And yeah, I was reasonably pleased with the way they came out. Quite effective actually, all in white. I believe they're called finials, maybe I'm wrong, but the cappings to the flag poles and the cord that hangs down, had a bit of trouble getting those stuck on the end of the poles, to be honest. But yeah, it's quite first attempt at this period, really. I haven't actually gone into the 18th century at all. The very early efforts with Airfix figures, but apart from that, yeah, it was my first attempt at 18th century, so I had to buy a few books and try and get a crash course on it. But yeah, I was quite pleased. I ended up, this was the last set that I did, the 80th Light Infantry, and you know, they're quite surprisingly effective in dark brown. You know, it's hard to think that they had this kind of you know, they were changing from the red coats to you know, to modify the idea of the British red coat being sort of clumsily, you know, crashing through the woods, is dispelled by the fact that they were already experimenting with camouflage at this time. But anyway, that's just a few more, just a short video to let you look at some of the other things that I've collected and put away in boxes for a long time. This is the first time they've had been able to see the light of day for quite a while, so I'm pleased to show them anyway. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your kind comments. Thank you.